What if the tightness in your hips isn't just about flexibility, but is actually affecting your walking, your balance, your sleep, and even your emotional well-being? Your hips are the foundation of almost every movement you make. They connect your upper body to your lower body, and when they're tight and restricted, everything suffers. You shuffle instead of stride. You struggle with stairs. You feel stiff when getting in and out of cars. And that nagging lower back pain? It often starts in tight hips. But here's the good news. One simple stretch, practiced for just a few minutes daily, can unlock your hips, relieve pain, and restore the fluid, confident movement you thought was lost forever. It's called the butterfly stretch, and it's been used for centuries in yoga and martial arts traditions because it works. Unlike aggressive stretching that can cause injury, the butterfly stretch uses gravity and gentle pressure to release tension in your hip flexors, groin, and inner thighs. Modern research shows it does far more than just improve flexibility. It enhances circulation, supports pelvic floor health, reduces stress, and can even help with digestion. Today, I'm breaking down everything you need to know about this powerful stretch, why it matters, how to do it correctly for maximum benefit, common mistakes to avoid, and the surprising ways it can transform not just your hips, but your entire quality of life. Before we start, drop a comment. On a scale of 1 to 10, how tight are your hips right now? Let's see how many of us need this stretch. Now, let's begin. The problem: tight hips are stealing your mobility and health. Let's talk about what's really happening when your hips feel tight. Your hip joint is surrounded by over 20 muscles that control movement in multiple directions. When you sit for hours every day, drive, or simply don't move through your full range of motion, these muscles shorten and tighten, particularly your hip flexors and adductors, the muscles of your inner thighs. This creates a cascade of problems. Tight hips pull your pelvis out of alignment, which forces your lower back to compensate, leading to pain and strain. Your gait becomes restricted and inefficient, causing knee and ankle problems. Your balance suffers because your hips can't stabilize properly, and perhaps most surprisingly, hip tightness can even affect your digestion and pelvic floor function because these muscles are all interconnected. According to a 2023 study published in the Journal of Orthopedic Research, adults over 50 with limited hip mobility were 73% more likely to experience chronic lower back pain and had significantly higher fall risk compared to those with flexible hips. The researchers concluded that hip flexibility is one of the strongest predictors of independent living and quality of life as we age. Dr. Rachel Foster, a physical therapist specializing in hip and pelvic health at the Mayo Clinic, explains, "Your hips are the body's central crossroads. When they're tight and restricted, the entire kinetic chain suffers. Opening the hips isn't just about flexibility, it's about restoring functional movement patterns that keep you independent and pain-free. But there's also an emotional component that's often overlooked. In traditional medicine systems and modern somatic psychology, the hips are considered a storage site for emotional tension, particularly stress, anxiety, and unprocessed emotions. This is why many people feel unexpectedly emotional during deep hip stretches. They're releasing not just physical tension, but emotional holding patterns. The solution: butterfly stretch, opens everything. The butterfly stretch, also known as Baddha Konasana in yoga, is one of the most effective and accessible hip openers available. The position, sitting with the soles of your feet together and knees falling open to the sides, targets exactly the muscles that become tight from modern living: your hip flexors, adductors, groin muscles, and even your lower back. What makes this stretch so special is its gentleness. Unlike forced stretching that can trigger your muscles' protective reflex and actually increase tightness, the butterfly uses gravity and time to coax your muscles into releasing. You're working with your body, not against it. Research from Harvard Medical School, published in 2024, studied the effects of daily butterfly stretch practice on adults over 60. After 8 weeks of holding the stretch for just 3 minutes daily, participants showed a 46% improvement in hip flexibility, a 39% reduction in lower back pain, and significant improvements in walking speed and balance. Even more impressive, many reported better sleep and reduced feelings of anxiety. Dr. Michael Tanaka, a sports medicine physician who has studied flexibility and aging for over 25 years, states, "The butterfly stretch is unique because it addresses multiple hip movement restrictions simultaneously. It's efficient, safe, and incredibly effective when done consistently. I recommend it to everyone, from athletes to seniors." How to perform the butterfly stretch, step by step. Let's break down exactly how to do this stretch for maximum benefit and safety. Remember, this isn't about pushing through pain or forcing your knees to the floor. It's about creating space and allowing release. Sit on the floor on a yoga mat or comfortable surface. If sitting on the floor is uncomfortable, you can sit on a folded blanket or cushion to elevate your hips slightly. This takes pressure off your lower back and makes the stretch more accessible. Bend your knees and bring the soles of your feet together, pulling your heels as close to your pelvis as comfortable. Don't force them closer than feels natural. Let your knees fall open to the sides like butterfly wings. Hold your feet or ankles with your hands, whichever feels more comfortable. Sit up tall, lengthening your spine. Imagine a string pulling the crown of your head toward the ceiling. Press your sitting bones down into the floor. This upright posture is crucial. Don't round your back. Gently press your elbows against your inner thighs or knees, applying very light downward pressure. The key word is gentle. You should feel a stretch in your inner thighs and groin, but never pain. If you feel pinching in your hip joints, reduce the pressure or bring your feet further from your body. Hold this position for 2 to 5 minutes, breathing deeply and naturally. With each exhale, see if you can relax a little more, letting gravity do the work. Don't bounce or force the movement. Simply breathe and allow. To deepen the stretch after 2 to 3 minutes, you can hinge forward from your hips, keeping your back straight, and fold over your legs. Only go as far as comfortable. Even a small forward lean increases the stretch significantly. To come out of the stretch, use your hands to gently bring your knees together, then extend your legs straight out in front of you. Take a moment to notice how your hips feel. Common mistakes to avoid. Many people unknowingly reduce the effectiveness of this stretch or even risk injury by making these common errors. Rounding your back. This shifts the stretch away from your hips and into your spine, missing the whole point. Always maintain a long, straight spine, forcing your knees down. Your flexibility will improve with time and consistency, not force. Pushing too hard can strain the delicate tissues around your hip joint. Holding your breath. Breath is essential for release. Shallow or held breath keeps your nervous system in tension mode. Deep, relaxed breathing signals safety and allows muscles to release. The benefits you need to know. Beyond improved hip flexibility, the butterfly stretch offers remarkable benefits that touch multiple aspects of your health. Lower back pain. Relief. By releasing tight hip flexors and improving pelvic alignment, this stretch removes one of the primary causes of chronic lower back pain. Better walking and balance. Flexible hips allow for longer, more efficient strides and better weight transfer, improving both speed and stability. Improved circulation. The stretch opens blood vessels in your legs and pelvis, enhancing circulation to your lower body. Many people report that their legs feel lighter and less heavy after practice. Pelvic floor support. The gentle opening supports pelvic floor health, which is especially important for women who have given birth and anyone dealing with incontinence issues. Stress reduction. The hip opening, combined with deep breathing, activates your parasympathetic nervous system, reducing cortisol levels and promoting calm. Better sleep. Many practitioners report improved sleep quality, likely due to the combination of physical tension release and nervous system regulation. Digestive benefits. The position gently massages your digestive organs and can help relieve bloating and constipation. Did you know? In traditional yoga philosophy, the hips are associated with the sacral chakra, the energy center related to creativity, emotions, and relationships. Opening the hips is believed to unlock not just physical flexibility, but emotional and creative flow. Modifications for different bodies and abilities. The beauty of the butterfly stretch is its adaptability. Here are modifications for different needs. For very tight hips, place yoga blocks or folded blankets under each knee for support. This reduces the intensity while still providing benefit. As you gain flexibility over weeks, gradually lower the support. For lower back issues, sit against a wall for back support. This allows you to maintain proper spinal alignment without straining. For limited floor mobility, perform a seated version in a chair. Sit forward on the chair, bring one ankle to rest on the opposite knee, and gently press down on the raised knee. This provides similar hip opening without getting on the floor. For deeper stretch, place a folded blanket or yoga block under your sitting bones to elevate your hips. This increases the range of motion and deepens the stretch. When and how often to practice? For best results, practice the butterfly stretch daily. Ideal times include morning, after waking to counteract overnight tightness and prepare your body for the day. Evening, before bed to release the day's tension and promote better sleep. After sitting, following long periods at a desk, in a car, or on a plane. Before exercise, as part of your warm-up to prepare your hips for movement. After exercise, as part of your cool-down to maintain flexibility gains. Start with 2 minutes and gradually work up to 5 minutes as your body adapts. Consistency matters more than duration. 2 minutes every day beats 10 minutes once a week. Complete practice recap. Here's your complete butterfly stretch routine. Setup. Sit on floor or cushion, bring soles of feet together, knees open to sides, sit tall with straight spine. The hold. Gentle pressure with elbows on inner thighs. Breathe deeply, hold 2 to 5 minutes, optional forward fold for deeper stretch. Frequency. Daily practice, ideally 2 to 5 minutes per session. Key points. Never force, breathe continuously, maintain straight spine, let gravity do the work. Conclusion. The butterfly stretch is more than just a flexibility exercise. It's a daily practice of self-care that unlocks your body's natural movement, releases stored tension, and restores the fluid, pain-free mobility you deserve. You don't need to be flexible to start. You just need to show up consistently and give your hips the attention they've been asking for. 2 minutes. That's all it takes to begin reversing years of tightness and restriction. Start today. Find a comfortable spot, set a timer for 2 minutes, and breathe into the stretch. Do this every day for 1 week and notice the difference not just in your hips, but in how you walk, how you feel, and how you move through your life. Come back after 7 days and share your experience in the comments. And if this video gave you the tools to unlock your hips, share it with someone whose body needs this gentle release. Your hips hold your history. It's time to give them space to open and let go. See you in the next one.